Hello everyone. Welcome to this video that I've been trying to make for a couple of months now, and thankfully I'm finally getting around to it. Reason being is today I saw my boy Flats. I say my boy, he doesn't know me. I don't know him on a personal level, but I freaking love his content. He is such a good attitude person. He just has a standard tone, positive outlook at things. I love this guy. He props to you, Flats. You're the man. I'm loving your content right now because I'm playing Marvel Rivals and this is what you do. But anyways, today he put out a video on his second channel talking about the Marvel Rivals community. And I was a little upset because I've been trying to make this video for 2 months, and because I kept putting it off and things just didn't really work out. Like I would mostly try to record the video after being angry about something that happened in my game, and I didn't want to have a bad attitude when making this video. And I'll explain why. But first, I want to address a few things. So, obviously, we had the support strike happen in this game, and to be honest with you, I never really experienced the support strike. I felt like I'm a support player myself. By the way, enjoy the gameplay of this amazing game that I had. Not me, I didn't necessarily do great, but it was a great game. It was very fun. It was everything you would want out of a game. It was awesome. But anyways, yes, the support strike. So I'm a support player mainly. I love playing Luna and I love playing Rocket. My two favorite players, heroes to play in this game. Uh, I play Rocket when the enemy team is diving, even though he's not the greatest avoiding dive, but he is very good at avoiding a lot of dive. Luna is not. So it was a really rough time playing Luna for the past couple of months, but that's okay. So I never experienced a support strike because I'm a support player. I kept playing support, and I there was always a second support. Sometimes it would be a struggle, like, hey, who's gonna play second support? But we need it. Somebody eventually played it. It was very rare that I had to play support by myself. But if I did have to play support by myself, I enjoyed it. I wanted to play support by myself. I wanted the challenge. Um, because that's how you gotta do things. Is you gotta look at things positively, and take them as a challenge rather than fold under the pressure. Um, that being said, people gave Necros a lot of hate for the support strike, and I think it's unfair. There's definitely some accountability to be had when you're a content creator and you have a lot of following. Um, Even if you don't have a lot of following, if you have a lot of reach, because you are popular enough that even people who are not subscribed to you, they still see your clips and things like this. Um, you got to be careful what you say online. So you have to understand that everybody's different. People take things differently. You can't just um, you can't just say whatever you want and think that it's fine. You have to be careful what you say. So, but anyways, I don't think he deserved all the hate. Apparently, he was getting death threats. That's what is wrong with you people? It's a freaking video game. Relax. Like, yes, it's competitive, and you want to have a good time, and you want to win, and you're trying to do your best. But at the end of the day, it's a video game, man. Relax. Why are you sending the man death threats? What is wrong with you? Um, Necros, as much as I hate Spider-Man and the popularity you gave Spider-Man, you don't deserve that, man. But be careful what you say online, bro. You can't just get away with saying whatever you want just because people watch you and people like you and people follow you or whatever. Um, anyways, yeah. So in the video that I saw in from Flats today, he talked about something about a tank strike. And I I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? What's with all this strikes and taking to heart what one random content creator, like, no offense, whoever you are, you know, some basically nobody on the internet. I'm a nobody on the internet. I just have something that I want to share with you and talk to you about and hopefully teach you something. That's the goal of this video, is I want to teach you people something. Um, I'm hoping that it's beneficial to you. I'm not here to just blabber on. I promise you, if you sit here and you watch throughout the entire video, there's something very beneficial that I'm gonna say for everyone, whether you're a gamer, not a gamer. Um, there's something very beneficial here that I would like to say. Now, the yeah, tank strike. Like, what is this? Why are we going on strikes? Why are you turning a game, an insanely fun game, into a, just a sea of misery and a hell for people to leave work, come home, leave hell at work, come home to another hell in with their personal lives, and then they hop onto a video game to relax, and then it's all just more hell. And what is going on? What are we doing, people? Why is everybody all of a sudden a 6-year-old child throwing a temper tantrum? Honestly, 6-year-old children don't even throw that many temper tantrums. Like a 3-4-year-old child throwing a temper tantrum. That's what I see. That's what I'm getting from the community right now. I would like to say that this video is going to end talking about everything, not just Marvel Rivals, just games in general, life, everything. But for the time being, we're talking about Marvel Rivals. I don't understand what is wrong with people. Now, one thing I saw in Flat's video, they talked about rage bait, and that is something I wanted to address as well. The game is just full of people who want to rage bait everyone around them, not even just the enemy team, but also their own teammates. I don't know where you get. Okay, don't laugh at this footage right here. It was a bad zip line, okay? It was pretty bad. But nonetheless, why are we just rage baiting each other? And your own teammates. I don't know who told you that that's gonna help you win games. Who told you that telling the people that you are supposed to be working with you and helping you out, who told you that if you talk crap to them, talk trash to them, it's gonna help you win or it's gonna make them change? When have you ever changed what you were doing because somebody was trashing the work that you're doing? Tell me you didn't get salty about it. Tell me, I won't believe you. Because it is very disheartening and is very, very, very hurtful. Very hurtful for someone to tell you that your hard work is a waste of air. That's essentially what you're doing when you talk trash to your teammates. I guarantee you they're trying. They're playing competitive for a reason. They're playing competitive for a reason. They're trying. Maybe they're not doing very good, but they're trying. And you're basically telling them, all of your trying is going to waste. You suck. You're awful. That's not going to get you anywhere. They said something about, like, rage bait being a byproduct of TikTok and, like, you know, current meta of YouTube Shorts and short attention span content and, you know, dumb pranks where the pranks are punching people. Oh, it's a prank. It's a prank. Calling somebody an N-word. Oh, it's a prank, bro. It's a prank. You know, like, where is the prank? Where is the prank? Breaking somebody's stuff and then be like, oh, it's a prank. It's a prank. Like, okay, pay for my stuff then. Where's the prank? It's unfortunately, you know, this is the 21st century we live in. It is very sad. It is very sad, very disheartening, very upsetting. It just breaks my heart to see the state of what humanity has come to. Video games, work life, personal life, friends, family, all of it. We have no more values. We have no values anymore. We value nothing. All we value is money and personal growth. We could care less about everybody else. I want to ask you something. When you look at a at an ant colony or a beehive, do you look at what each bee or each ant is? Like, you look at them as like, oh no, this ant is good, that ant is bad. No, you don't. You look at them as a whole. People admire the ant colony because it works like one unit. It's one unit made up of a bunch of small little parts, but they all work in unison. They work together. They flow together. It's the most intricate. Oh man, I wish humans were like ants sometimes. Which technically we are. Compared to the universe we live in, we're freaking ants. We're ants. We're nothing. We're small. Something can just come step on us and we're gone. We're gone. Nothing we can do about it. And we walk around like we're, I don't know, the Queen of Sheba. We walk around like we own everything when we own nothing. None of you own anything. You're not better than anyone. You, this is the state of the community that of Marvel Rivals. Everybody is just rage baiting each other, trash talking your own teammates. Where did you learn that this is a good way to go about, uh, where did you learn that this was a good way to go about life and playing games and things that you need team effort? Life is not a single, it's not an individual sport. It's a team effort. Games are a team effort, or at least Marvel Rivals is. It's a team effort. You can't play it by yourself. You're gonna lose. You're playing against the whole team. You by yourself are not gonna do anything. And it's people trash talk their teammates. This, I think, could be a byproduct of, like, back in the day. I remember when Call of Duty, everybody's in the same lobby together, and the enemy team, your own team, you're all sitting together, and you're everybody's trash talking each other. We don't have that anymore. So now people still want to trash talk other people in video games because this is what people do, and they're being competitive, which, it's unfortunate. We have no class. We've lost all of our values, our morals, our class. No class. But yeah, so people now revert to trash talking their teammates because they can't trash talk the enemy team. Um, and that leads me to my next point, which is communication. Most of my games I happen to, nobody's talking. Nobody talks. Nobody communicates. Nobody does call outs. Like, what happened to, like, when I used to play Overwatch and the tank would be calling out, focus this guy, focus this guy. There was like one or two games that I've had of Marvel Rivals so far where I had a tank actually doing that. And oh my god, it was so beautiful. Oh, best games I've ever had in this game, where people were communicating, and like the tank, that was a good kill. Stopped his ult. That was awesome. But the tank is calling out focus targets, and it is so beautiful, man. And the games that we lose, I'm there's a few games that I've lost, and I'm very positive that the enemy team is focus target, doing focus target callouts, because people will just get melted at some point. Like my own teammates, we just start getting melted. One person gets melted, the next person melted. How do people get melted when I'm focus healing them as Luna, the best healing output in the game? Is because the entire enemy team is focusing them, because they're communicating. Those games are amazing. You gotta communicate. Rather than communicate negatively to your own teammates, you gotta communicate positively. You know, um, Be nice to your teammates. Stop trash talking them. You're not gonna win like that. You're not gonna get them to change. If you want, if you have a DPS player on your team, and he's not doing good, he's doing bad. What do? You trash talk them. Hey, dude, it's not working. You gotta swap. Dude, it's not working. You gotta swap. Hey, dude, you suck. You got 0 kills. You need to swap. You need to swap. Who made you their boss? Who made you? Who appointed you as the leader, as the boss of the game? Who? It wasn't me. It wasn't them. Clearly, that's why they're not listening to you. So how do you do it? I'll tell you one way to do it, and I'll tell you how people can ruin this way. So the one way to do it is, rather than telling your teammates they suck, you tell them, hey, what other characters do you play? You're playing well, but I think their comp is countering you, or they're countering us, and we're not able to protect you, and you're not able to get kills. What other characters do you play? And we'll see how we can play around it. I try to ask other people, hey, what characters do you guys play? So we can swap to a competent combination or composition of heroes that's actually gonna do well. So the but there's times where I try to do that, and as I'm doing that, either the person does not respond, no communication, aka, right? You gotta communicate, or somebody else on the team communicates negatively and tells them that they're trash. And it's like, bro, I was working on it. Let me do my thing. Why are you interrupting me? Why is it so wrong that I'm trying to do it positively that you cannot accept it and you need to do it negatively and tell them that they suck? What's going on through your head? What made you think being negative is gonna give you a positive outcome? When does negativity give you a positive outcome? It doesn't. It doesn't. Now you might try to bring math into this and be like, oh, if you multiply negative by a positive, you get negative. But if you multiply two negatives together, you get a positive. It doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that, my friend. Not in real life. Not with people. Not when you're communicating and talking with words. Those are numbers. Numbers are different. But negativity is not going to get you anywhere. You need to communicate properly with your team. You need to be positive. Stop being negative to your teammates. Stop rage baiting your teammates. You gotta be an adult. This is my next point. You gotta be an adult. People fold at the first sight of pressure. People they throw tantrums, they throw games at the first sign of pressure, or of like things not going their way. They get upset, they throw the game, your character got banned, or this guy won't swap off your character, or this guy just won't swap off and he's not doing great, and they start to throw as well. Like, at least that person is trying. I blame you for being negative Nancy more than I blame them for not swapping. Because at least they're trying to do good, and this is just who they want to play, and they're trying to do good with him. It's not working out, yeah, I get it, but you're more to blame if you're trying to be a leader and you're being negative. I don't know if you're an adult and you have a job. Tell me, when did your boss being a negative Nancy ever make you happy or make you want to listen to what they said? I would hope never. I would hope never. Because otherwise, I don't know, you're sick in the head. Something's wrong with you. If you enjoy being berated by your boss. And if you're young and you don't work, you don't have a job, when when your parents are yelling at you and you're not happy, even though you know you did wrong. But when they're yelling at you, you don't like the way they're yelling at you. You don't like it. You get upset. Doesn't make you happy, does it? So why would you think that yelling and like trash talking your teammates is going to give you a positive outcome from them? Think about how you would react. Think about times where somebody talked to you badly and you reacted bad, and then you'll remember that how you have to fix yourself. Um, so, next point, which is my final main point, which is about the development of the game. I think this game is fantastic. Marvel Rivals is amazing. It is really good game. I get to play my favorite Marvel heroes. Um, some Marvel heroes that I've never heard of before. And they're all amazing. I love it. They're awesome. Um, it's a good game. It's fun. It's exciting. It's a new breath of fresh air, kind of. Yeah, it's like Overwatch. It's a hero shooter, but it's different. Like, the abilities of characters make sense in this game more than in Overwatch. We don't know those heroes in Overwatch, and some of their abilities, I guess, like, why does this person have this ability and not that? You know, this would make so much more sense with this. In this game, most of it is actually pretty well laid out. It's very well designed, it's beautiful, but everybody's always complaining about the state of the game and things being broken, like dive comp, right? I'm a healer. I hated dive comp, but I didn't think it was broken. It's part of the game. I gotta learn how to play around it. There is healers that I can play that play better against dive comp. It's dive comp. You're gonna die as a healer if the enemy team knows what they're doing, at least, right? They could be playing dive comp just because they like the characters and they don't really know how to dive properly. But if they know how to dive properly and they understand a little bit of what they're doing, you're gonna die as a healer. No matter what healer you go, you're not gonna have zero deaths. You're gonna die. It's gonna be annoying. So you just gotta learn how to play around it, learn how to position yourself, learn when to use your abilities and when to just let yourself die and just come back to the fight quickly. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Um, you gotta just deal with that Spider-Man swinging in and pulling you off the map, or one shot comboing you. They're nerfing him, or they already nerfed him, so he's not gonna be able to like one shot combo, even with the Venom. Um, uh, with the Venom team up, whatever, symbiote. I think you're not gonna be getting one shotted. At least some characters won't be getting one shotted with that anymore. Only like 250 HP healers, maybe. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, it's part of the game. I took it as a challenge. Like, oh, this is really hard. I gotta figure out how to work around it. That's the fun in games. It's supposed to be a challenge. Um, and when I say a challenge, I mean challenge by design, not by having difficult teammates who don't know how to um, uh, I don't mean being difficult, making your teammates' life miserable. I mean, like, by design, the game is supposed to be challenging. Um, as in, like, how do you, like a puzzle, you know? Um, you shouldn't have to play puzzle with your teammates, but if you do, you gotta learn how to work around that, okay? You gotta learn how to deal with it. But stop complaining about the game being broken and this character being broken, and because guess what, Marvel Rivals developers, they're awesome people, they're listening to the community, but at the same time, if they keep listening to the community doesn't know what they're doing. You guys don't know what you're talking about. None of you have ever developed a game, at least the majority of you. Maybe a couple of you here and there have, and you might know what you're talking about, but most of you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Who are you to tell the developers how to design the game that they, or how to fix the game that they designed? You know, you could tell them what's worked, but let them fix it on their own. Stop complaining about everything being broken. Things are not all broken. Um, it's just the game. It's challenging. Stop folding at the first sight of pressure. And this leads me to the conclusion. Here is the conclusion that this has all been leading to. The conclusion is the game is beautiful, perfect or not, whatever you want to call it. I think it's pretty damn close to perfect. The problem with the game is the players. And I prefaced this earlier, but the problem with the players is not just the game. The players in life. And I don't mean players like as in player, whatever. No, I mean like your attitude carries with you no matter where you go. Whether at work, in your personal life, in a video game, your attitude is you. You are your attitude. If you have crappy attitude playing a video game, you're gonna have a crappy attitude at work. I know so much about you just from you having a bad attitude in the game. I know that you have a bad attitude at work. You have bad attitude with your personal life, with your friends, with your family. Because your attitude is who you are. How you act is what makes you who you are. Not what you do, it's how you do it. Your attitude. That's what makes you who you are. So the problem with the game is the community, the attitude of the players. That's what the problem is. It's not the game, it's not the development. Things are not broken. Um, you know, it if everybody keeps complaining about everything being broken, then everything is just going to become weak and the game is going to become dull because the time to kill is going to climb, is going to increase, and it's going to be harder to kill people because everything is getting nerfed, because everything was broken and everybody's crying about it because their child throwing a tantrum. You got to fix your attitude. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Some of you may have heard that quote before, some people have not. How you do one thing is how you do everything. AKA, you are you. Whether you're playing a game, or you're at work, or you're talking to your mom, or dad, or brother, or sister, or friend, girlfriend, wife. You are you. Your attitude carries with you everywhere you go. That's what how you do one thing is how you do everything. That's what that means. Your attitude about, ad- you know, overcoming adversity and doing whatever it takes to achieve your goal. Not doing the best you can, doing whatever it takes. As long as it's, within a good moral guideline. Like, when I say whatever it takes, like, don't go steal to achieve your goal. Don't go kill people to achieve your goal. Um, that's not doing whatever it takes. Whatever it takes is avoiding those things and doing everything else that you can. That doesn't make you a bad person. Um, so that's what doing whatever it takes means. Uh, is avoiding doing bad and doing the right things that will get you to achieve your goal. Uh, you have to fix your attitude. If you fix your attitude, your life is going to be much better. The games you play are going to be much better. Your work life is going to be much better. Your friendships, your relationships, everything is going to become better. That's that's the conclusion of the video. You need to fix your attitude. Stop complaining. Do whatever it takes. And this game is a prime example of doing whatever it takes. I was playing Punisher. Um, let's see. Let's go back to the first part of the game. Right here, 15,000 damage. But look, I'm at 6 final hits. Look at the rest of my team. 0, 5, 6, 5, 0, 1. Right? I'm leading. Let's look at the end of the 6, 0, 6. That's me, still on 6 final hits at 19k damage. Over here, 6, 0, 6, 6. I'm still at 6 final hits. I'm not getting final hits. I have a lot of damage, 22,000 damage, but I'm not getting final hits. And that's a combination of multiple different things. It's not just me being bad. I'm not great at DPS, but I'm decent at first-person shooters, so I can punish her. Punisher, I hardly know her. Hopefully that doesn't get me banned from YouTube, because it insinuates violence or something. I don't know. Anyways, here I'm like, okay, let's go triple heals. Let me swap. I swapped to Adam Warlock. Still the highest final hits on the team, 6, right? Let's see what happens by the end of the first round. I'm at 11 final hits. Wolverine, what's his name? Our Namor. We had a Hulk and we had a Namor. Our Namor swapped and our Hulk swapped. Now, we have a much better team composition. Wolverine's getting more kills. Our tanks are getting more kills. I got more kills. And I'm also healing the team. Now, look at this guy. Look at this. After we had our full rounds, look at our healer. Look at our cloak. 66,000 healing. What a beast. And 5 final hits, 20k damage, almost 19k. 66k heals. Watch what this cloak ends the game with. But anyways, I swapped to Adam Warlock because I wasn't getting final hits. And guess what? I swapped to Adam Warlock because I was like, he can do damage and get kills while at the same time helping the team heal a little bit and provide. So I'm still a DPS in a way, but we're also triple healing kind of. So I swapped because that's what I thought it took. That's what I thought we needed. And it went great. Now, let's go to the end of the first overtime. So, we're pushing, we pushed towards the end, and we got to right here. Let's see. Finally, the tank overtook me. This cloak is at 83,000 healing, bro. 83,000 healing. I've never seen that before in my life. This cloak was insane. Wait, Busty Nuts. Busty Nuts. You're a freaking G, Busty Nuts. You're a G. You're amazing. I love you. Anyways. Oh, check it out. So here, first point. Let's see what happens here. They start rushing in, and we start dying off slowly, one by one. Freaking Moon Knight, I hate him. I tried to soulbound, but they focused our thing, and he died. And here I die, and then we slowly start to die one by one. I come back, but my team is dead. And so we still have a couple people here. Cloak ults again. So I do this. I swap the shark. I can get back to point a little bit quicker. I don't know why he didn't use a bubble to go faster here. But so that guy's killing our team, but our thing gets a kill. They kill another one of our team. Thing gets another kill. Kill another one of our team. Thing gets another kill. That's 3 of them dead. 4 of us dead. And I guess somebody else had died earlier. So I come back and I am healing my tank and I'm doing damage and I can survive. I'm not gonna get focused. And then my team comes in, but we've already won. And I almost had ult charge. I was at 96%. Look at this cloak. 90k healing. What a guy. Busty nuts. But nonetheless, um, I swapped whatever it needed to whatever I thought was going to actually help the team more in that situation. And honestly, that shark play at the end may have saved us the game or saved us from playing more time, from continuing past that first point, because Bucky would have done a whole lot of damage to Thing before he died, but then he would have died, and then our Thing would have died to their Thing. And I would have been on my way, and I probably would not have been able to kill the Thing by myself as Adam Warlock, and Adam Warlock's slow as hell. By the time I would have gotten there, they probably would have already captured, or would have been very close to capturing. I didn't know we were gonna swap to uh, Doctor Strange, but anyways, that may have got us to win the game on that first point because I swapped to what I thought was gonna work, not just what I wanted to play. I swapped to what I thought needed to be done, and that's what having the right attitude means. It's you gotta change your attitude, be more positive, smile more. Just forget about smiling for other people. Don't smile for other people if you don't want to. Smile for yourself. Go look at yourself in the mirror and smile. If you're on your way to work, look at your rear view camera and smile at yourself. It's healthy for you. It Even if you're not happy, you're going to trick yourself into being happy. Your mind is very powerful. I don't I don't know if you've ever had a day where you're like feeling really bad, you're sad, you're angry, whatever it is, just not feeling good, you hate everything, and you see someone that you love and all of your worries disappear. You see that one person that just makes everything disappear. It's not that person. Here's the secret. It's not that person. It's you. You chose to feel that way. Your mind allowed that thing to change to change your attitude. AKA your mind is the one that changed the attitude. It's not that person. Cuz I realized this one day when my father is like that. He could be in a really bad mood, but when he sees the people that he loves, his attitude changes and he becomes positive again. It's as if he wasn't angry 5 minutes ago. Yet, a lot of us, we stay angry. Even if we see the person that we love, we stay angry. Why? It's because you choose to let things anger you. You choose to let things ease your pain and let you choose to let go of things. You chose to let go of the things that were angering you in that moment. You did it subconsciously, maybe you're not aware that you did it on purpose. It just happened. That's but your mind did it. Your mind is very powerful. Take control of it. Control your surroundings or control yourself, which will in turn influence your surroundings. So you don't have total control of your surroundings, but you can influence your surroundings. If you spray cologne or perfume on you, you're gonna that your cologne is gonna spread to those around you. They're gonna smell it. They're gonna feel good the same way. You emanate positivity. You emanate negativity. If you go to the bathroom and you don't clean up after yourself properly, and you walk out stinking up everywhere, or you fart, that negativity spreads to those around you. And then they get these faces on, like, they put these faces on, like, ugh, that's negativity. You don't want to see people looking like this. Are you enjoying looking at me like this? No, you'd rather see me looking at you like this, giving you a good, nice smile. Like at first I was faking the smile, but because I faked the smile, now I'm actually smiling. But it's all you. You control. This community is what's wrong with the game. It's not the game, it's not the developers, it's not things being broken. It's your attitude being broken. Fix your attitude. Start doing more positive things in your life. I'm not going to turn this into a whole counseling session, but I just wanted to get my point across. It's you, your attitude. That's what the problem with Marvel Rivals is right now. Not the game, it's you. Fix it and you'll have a grand time. You'll have amazing games. Communicate with your teammates properly. They'll listen to you if you recommend things because you're being positive. Yeah, sure, you might get flamed a little bit because of the way that everybody's negative Nancy, and if you're a positive person, they're everything. Who cares? Who cares what they think? Who cares? Who cares what they think? Emanate that positivity onto them. They're the ones stinking like farts when they have bad attitude, and you're the one walking in smelling like perfume and cologne and smelling good and making people smile. Like imagine walking, like if you're a man, imagine walking into a room with the best cologne on in the world, and you walk into a room full of women. They're all gonna turn at you, even if you're not that good looking. You walk past them, they're gonna be like, "God damn, he smells good. Who's that?" Yeah, I guarantee you, they're gonna forget about the fact that you're not that good looking. Period. But if you walk in and you could be the most handsome man and you fart right in front of them, no woman that sees you fart on the first day and you stink it up, excuse me, and you stink up the place, it's a big turnoff. Same thing with everything else that you do, with your attitude, how you talk, how you communicate with people. So grow up, fix your communication skills, and be more positive. Spread love. Hope that helps, and I hope you have a good day. Love you. Bye.